Microphone check. I still don't hear Mike. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Don't be looking for no donations.
With blinds at 400, 800, an elderly man in the low jack limps. I'm on the button with pocket sixes. Definitely could raise this up to isolate, but feel like flopping a set, playing in position. Don't want to get 3-bet. Don't want to play a bloated pot with a mid pair where I don't know where I'm at. So I over limp. The blind's complete. We're 4 ways to a flop. The flop comes 6, deuce, deuce, 2 hearts. Bingo, bango, bong opens. The blinds check. The old man bets 3,000. Definitely no reason to raise here. We put in the call. The blinds fold. Hopefully he's got a deuce, an overpair, or a flush draw. The turn is at offsuit king, and he checks. I don't want to lose him, but I want to keep building the pot, so I'll just do the same. 3,000 bet. Pretty humiliating to check fold to this, so let's keep him in there. He calls. The river is an offsuit ace. Pretty good card. Hopefully he has ace X of hearts. He shoves all in for 7,500, and I put in the call. He shows ace jack offsuit, and we bust a player. We're now on second break. We've been playing for 1 hour. There's no more re-entries. And we have 41,000 chips from 35 starting. I have a good feeling about this one.
What did he get?
Yeah, nice check.
It's the call?
You got the check. Nice one.
Yeah, we done served.
Nick from Syracuse just saying, what up with the Boski?
What up? With blinds at 600, 1,200, there's an open. I'm in the big blind with queen 7 off, and I defend. Flop comes queen jack 5, I check call. Turns a 3, I check call. River's a deuce, check check, and queen is good.
Till I die. Okay.
The very next hand, I limp the small blind, Asian male that acts very quickly in the big blind. He raises it up 3x, I call. I have 10-6 of diamonds. Flop comes 10-10-8, 2 spades. I check, he bets, I call. Turns a queen of spades, a real scare card, but I'm sticking with the plan of check calling and catching all of his bluffs. I check, he bets half pot, I call. River's a deuce, I check, he checks back. Trips are good, he later claims he had pocket kings. I don't know if I should believe him. Raise up ace queen, 14 blind jam, I call. He has ace or king queen, boards all bricks, and we eliminate a player.
So get high, tell them Weezy.
With blinds at 1,000, 2,000, I have about 120,000, make it 5,000 in middle position with ace 3 off. Definitely light, but really feeling the ABC softness of my table. Button calls off a 30K stack, and we're heads up. The flop comes 7-3-3, 2 hearts. I want a down bet, induce spaz jams from overs, ace high. Hell, even stack off any pair he flatted with pre. Let's keep going. So I bet 3,000, and he quickly says all in. I beat him in the pot, and he shows ace king. That's right, he immediately bemoans his luck and how unlucky he is with ace king. Yeah, that's the only way you can play it. Unlucky, bro. He says, let's go runner, runner, boat. The turn is an ace, and the river is a king, as you can see in the video now.
There's not a gap.
Ace king, yeah. Killed me all summer.
I'm counting all day like the clock on the wall. Now go and get your money, little duffel bag boy. Say go and get your money, little duffel bag boy. I am sipping on that lean. Don't bring me no bottles, ho. I make it rain so hard. Flowers grow, Holly Grove. 4 baby mamas, no baby mama drown.
I have 240,000 chips, running well, playing well, everything's going well. Blinds at 1,200, 2,400. I'm in middle position with the 9-5 of clubs, so we raise it up to 6,000. Everyone's playing pretty tight. Action folds to the big blind, a male that looks like he's in a Korean boy band. He puts in the call, he has 80,000 chips. The flop comes king 5 deuce, 1 club, 1 spade, 1 diamond. He checks. I could bet here, but I'm going to check it back for pot control. Turn is the 9 of diamonds. He checks. Now I really have to go for value, make it 7,000. He puts in the call. The river's a 7 of diamonds. He checks, and I bet 17K. A strange feeling in my gut happened saying, what am I going to do if he check jams? Then another feeling says, no, people don't check jam bluff. It's an easy fold, bro. Don't worry about that shit. You got to go for value. So after I bet 17K, he immediately counts out his chips, about 65,000 or so, and he shoves all in. I don't have a diamond. I don't block the 6-8 for the straight. What hands would he check call the turn and then check rip the river with? I know people have said people don't check raise bluff rivers, but this guy might be an exception. I go deep in the tank and put in the fold. I say he's very tricky. He says, you can see 1. I said, all right. And he shows a deuce. Folds the other card. I later say, no way you were bluffing there. He says, maybe I was. I said, couldn't have. He says, ace of diamonds, bluff. I say, I have the ace of diamonds, lying. He says, no, you don't. So I'm really thinking he had the ace deuce of diamonds and turned it into a bluff. Definitely regret my fold. Never again will I fold to a Korean boy band river check raise jam. But we're on color up break with 220,000, so we're going to shake that off and do well in the next 3 levels before we bag and tag and sweat our buddy at the Aria. He's deep. Let's go, Bobby.
Bitch at home sleep, I go home and sleep behind her. Shout out to my weed man, shout out to my lean man.
With blinds at 1,500, 3,000. Under the gun player who looks like Bob Marley makes it 8,000. I'm under the gun plus 2 with pocket 4s. Could 3-bet, but we'll keep the pot kind of small. Hopefully hit a set, play a pot in position or multi-way. That's fine. Put in the call. Everybody else folds. We're heads up. Flop comes 9-7-5. He bets 8,500. He could definitely be doing this with overcards or a flush draw. There's 2 hearts on the flop. I don't have a heart. I put in the call. Turn is a offsuit 6, 1 to a straight. So this really hits our flatting range with all of our mid pairs and suited connectors. He checks. Looks like he's given up. I don't want to give him a free card. Just want to take it down here. So I bet 16,000. He thinks for a while and puts in the call. The river brings a queen of clubs. Even if he had queen X of hearts, I don't think he's ever going to lead here because we have all the 2-pair combos, sets, and straights. But to my surprise, he leads out 26,000. I look at his stack and he has about 75,000 behind. We have him covered. My first instinct is to jam, as I don't think he can call with 1 or 2 pair type hands. Don't really think about calling. 6th pair, usually not good. So eventually we just put in the fold. And it felt like he was really clicking buttons. He goes to muck and I say, show the bluff. And he says, all right, you asked for it. And he shows ace jack of diamonds. No idea what the hell he's thinking. Maybe we can find out his thoughts later.
Yeah. I'ma let that breathe. Let that breathe.
This is the other great player at the table that may or may not have bluffed me off of 2-pair. Can you tell the people what you had?
Ace of diamond, 2 of something.
No! The ace blocker. You got me good, but that's poker. It's fun playing with you. I'm here with...
What's up, man? Freddie.
Freddie is another guy that bluffed me today. Ace Jack of diamonds. Can you tell the people a little bit behind your thought process?
I had the ace, so I figured you wouldn't have an ace, and you probably were on like a king, so I figured I'd just try and bluff you off your hand because you probably didn't hit the queen that got on the turn, so.
Queen on the river, yep.
Queen on the river.
Yep, kind of a scare card.
Kind of a scared card.
Yeah, and led right out.
I kind of repped it, but he could have had it, but.
I didn't have much. I had pocket fours.
Pocket fours. Yeah, he could have bluffed me off the hand as well. So
I thought about that.
It was kind of a who bluffs first situation.
Yeah, who's gonna bluff more? And you got the last bluff in. I didn't go for it. Yeah. Didn't think I could call. I was like, oh, am I just gonna shove here? So, kudos to you. Well played. You got me there. We're both made it to day 2.
Day 2 it is. Yeah.
So hopefully I'll see you at the final table.
Cheers. Cheers.
Take care.